if you haven't been experiencing life to its fullest potential, enjoying the world and woman, or not making progress towards your goals and your mission, this video is for you. Here's my story. One of the things that I struggled a lot with was not being present. What do I mean by that? Whenever I was going out to enjoy and like trying to do experience something, like I wasn't present. Why? I was thinking about my work, my business, or maybe woman, etc. You know what I mean? So I wasn't being present. My mind wasn't there to experience the event or the specific occasion that I went for, like outside. It was just not there. I wasn't being present, and the total experience wasn't as enjoyable as it was supposed to be. So this is like a fatal mistake that a lot of people make, that whenever they are trying to experience something in life, they're not fully present. And a lot of guys, they suffer from this because they're constantly thinking about their work, and because maybe they haven't completed something, or maybe they're not in a place that they want to be, and they waste this energy and time thinking about that instead of fully experiencing the event and the occasion that they went out for. And this is not normal, because you're not supposed to do that. You're actually supposed to be fully present, fully like focused on the current thing that are happening right there, and enjoy, like experience everything. Talk to the people around you, eat the food, talk to the girls. Like that's how it's supposed to be. Not whenever you're going out, you're thinking about work and business and school and all the extra stuff that you're not supposed to think. That's not how you should do it. And it just takes away the positive and the enjoyable moments and experiences from the overall, like the overall grand scheme of the total, what's the right word I'm looking for? The total occasion. Like if you're gonna enjoy something, do it fully. Don't half-ass it, okay? I'm going to the next one. It's called indecisive and doubtful. And another thing that I struggled with was being indecisive about certain situations and events in my life, that I was kind of not making the right decision, or I was just not making a decision at all. What do I mean by that? Let's just say I was half dedicated to my goals and half dedicated to enjoying. And that's not the right way to think about it, because people say balance, balance, balance. But I don't believe in balance. I don't think balance is the way, because you have to fully dedicate yourself to something or fully dedicate yourself to something else, the opposite. So whenever you're in this 50-50, your mind is divided, your attention is divided, your energy is divided, and you're not able to fully take your enjoyment, take your experience to the level that it's supposed to be. Because again, I was living too safe, and as a result, I was living too safe is kind of like being fearful of making that decision, which is also related to the indecisive and doubtful part, because you're living too safe. You're not willing to make that decision. Sometimes you have to make that tough decision. And for me, I was being indecisive. Let's just say when I was trying to quit college, I was really indecisive. I was taking my time. I was being scared. I was being safe, because I was going to college because I was like, okay, I'm going to college. I'm not quitting. And I was like doing YouTube on the side. I'm like, okay, this is not working. Why? Because my mind was divided. And it's leading to the next part, being half-hearted. I wasn't living and doing the things that it was supposed to be like 100%. I was being 50-50. I was going to college and I was doing YouTube, and I was like kind of going to work, and it was like everything was like not being done with full devotion, not with full energy and attention. And as a result, the results were mediocre, below mediocre. So one thing that I'm going to tell you is to, first of all, don't live too safe. Don't stay in your comfort zone, because whenever you go out of your comfort zone, you experience things. You get to know yourself. You get to know yourself more. And let's just say you go out to talk to people, or you go to like a sort of like martial arts club. You go to an event. Like these situations, they teach you things. They test you even in some situations, and you're able to get to know yourself much more, and you're able to apply that experience and the knowledge that you gained in other realms of your life. And that's what happens when you are like living outside of your safe zone and like comfort zone, because I was living too safe. I was really hesitant to make decisions. I was being half-hearted. Like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do with full passion and full dedication, and the results were just not showing. And this one goes to the last point, which is called not living life to its fullest. And all these things are kind of related. And this is pretty much when I was like going out, I'm sure some of you experience this. Like you go out, your mind isn't there. You're not enjoying it. You're constantly worried about other things, and I'm sure you at some point have done this. Like you go out and you're like, I'm going out. Like I have homework or like I have work to do, but your mind is not there. Your whole attention isn't there with your friends and your loved ones, and you feel like it's a hassle. It's a constraint that you don't want to be there, you know? And this happens to me so many times. And usually it's because I haven't completed my work. I haven't made the progress that I wanted in work. And this is like the issue that you suffer if you stick to this kind of lifestyle, which I made this mistake. You're half-hearted, you're not fully devoted and dedicated to your goals and your mission. Or if you're trying to enjoy things, you're not doing it as fully and as to its max capacity. Why? Because you're in this 50-50 like half-hearted mode, living too safe, you don't want to take the risks, and you're just there. You're not really experiencing anything to its max potential, and you're just feeling down all the time, and it's not the best way to live. The first way to fix this is to experience monk mode, to go to the monk mode. And what do I mean by monk mode? Number one, you have no distractions. Monk mode is pretty much a lifestyle. You go fully focused on your purpose. And when you have no distractions, when you're away from the world, the woman, you're actually able to unlock a new part of yourself and put your all in your business and your work and your career and your school and anything you want to do, that you want to make progress. You want to make huge gains in it, like maybe in the gym, maybe in your business, maybe in your career. When you go to this monk mode, you're able to maximize your full focus, maximize your fullest potential to actually put all of your energy in this specific thing that you're trying to improve. And when you're away from distractions, when you have no distractions, maybe traveling, or you have like maybe a girlfriend that she's always holding you back, or you're trying to go hang out with your friends all the time, these things are going to hold you back. And when you kind of step back from that lifestyle and you go fully all in on your mission, and you try to isolate and make yourself locked in a certain area, maybe in a room you're always working, and you just train, eat, sleep, and work on your business or your school or whatever you're doing, it just gives you results that you've never seen before. So one thing that I would suggest is try this mode. Try this. And whenever I've gone to these periods of monk mode, I absolutely seen the results. In the beginning, it's going to be a little bit hard because you're delaying gratification. Obviously, I'm sure you're aware of what's delaying gratification. You're giving up the pleasure of now for the pleasure of later on, for a bigger reward. And when you delay the gratification for current moments, you put yourself and put your mind into your business and your career, you're able to get way bigger rewards, and it's going to be much more enjoyable, and you're able to actually stay present. So when you're fully focused on your purpose, there is nothing else holding you back. There is no other people or events sapping your energy, sapping your attention, and everything is dedicated to your goals. Everything. I made this mistake plenty of the times. I wasn't really focused. I wasn't being fully devoted, and the results were just not there. So monk mode fixes that. Monk mode fixes that. And when you're away from the world of woman, your energy, I don't know why, it's just your brain just operates so much better, and it's highest form, and you just get ideas for fun. You're I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna make this business, I'm gonna create this video, I'm gonna make a book. All these things happen. And when you're fully devoted to your purpose and your mission, it's just your energy is different. You're fully locked in. You don't want to get distracted. You at the gym, you don't see any people. Your eyes are just fully locked in on the dumbbells, the jump ropes, the boxing bag with the punching bag. You know what I mean? You don't want to look at anything else. Your mind is so obsessed with this thing that you're trying to achieve that you just, nothing else exists for you. Your mind is just this energy, this aggression, this intensity, everything is on that goal and the mission. And after a period of time, maybe 3 to 6 months, maybe even a year, maybe 2 years, you complete your goal, then you come out of it, you have a new confidence, you have a new look, you have a new vision for your future, new trajectory. Everyone is wow, the progress that this guy made is absolutely phenomenal. And you just become a new person. You have this new character that everyone was wow, I didn't think you can do this. And this what happens when you go to the monk mode. And there is a little paragraph in this book called The Way of the Superior Man. I've been reading this book a lot, one of my favorite books. I would suggest you guys to read this book too. And in chapter 9, which is called Do It for Love, there is a section specifically for monk mode. It says, This section is specifically about monk mode. So it says, one way is to renounce sexual intimacy and worldliness, totally dedicating yourself without distraction or compromise to the path you choose to pursue, free of the seemingly constant demands of woman and world. So in this book, pretty much this chapter was specifically talking about these two lifestyles that I'm talking about, and I got the idea from this book, and I wanted to share my experiences and give you my lessons so you don't make the mistake. And monk mode fixes that issue. When you completely pull yourself away from all the worldly stuff, you're able to maximize your focus. You're about to take anything you're focusing on to a different level. And this, I've experienced this monk mode phase 2 to 3 times in my life, and every time I came out of it, life was more enjoyable. There was way more fun and enjoyable experiences to have like outside in the world. Women were much more interested in you, and they were much more attracted to you, and it's a good experience when you dedicate yourself to this lifestyle of monk mode. After you get out, everything just changes. Your mentality changes, your perspective changes, you have new experiences and new knowledge to talk about, and naturally just people get gravitated towards you because you're a person of quality, a person of true value. And when you do that, everything just feels effortless when you go after this monk mode phases. And I would definitely say when you go to the total dedication mode, when everything you have, everything you do, every single part of your day, your diet, your nutrition, your sleep, your all the small habits that you do, your reading, everything is totally dedicated, which is the last point, to your mission and your purpose. The way you grow is absolutely rapid. So monk mode, use this when you know that it's time to pull yourself away, when things are not enjoyable, when you're doing things half-heartedly, you're not fully in the present moment. This is the mode to go for. This is the mode to dedicate yourself and go to a new level of your character, pretty much in the video game of life. When you go to this mode, you're gonna experience growth. So one thing is that you have to be fully committed to this mode, and you shouldn't you shouldn't indulge in the things that some people offer you. You have to have the ability to say no to some things and some people. So use this mode. After you complete the phase, you're gonna see rewards and experiences in life that you've never felt before, appreciation that you've never felt before, and I would definitely recommend this to you if you wanna unlock a new version of yourself. Okay, now we're gonna go to the second mode, free mode. And the free mode, it's not in the made in the book. I just made this term free mode because monk mode and free mode. And free mode, in this mode, you just choose to experience everything in life to its fullest potential. You want to do everything, give your full gift in all sorts of forms, and just enjoy life to its max capacity. And you're willing to go through the pleasure and pain, which is the first point. You're willing to experience the pleasure. You're willing to experience the pleasure of love, the pleasure of traveling, the pleasure of trying different foods and cultures. This is the ultimate form of enjoyment. And then you're also willing to go through the pain. You're willing to go through the ups and the downs and the struggles of life, and enjoying life to its fullest potential. Because when you do that, the yin and yang, you're going to experience both. You're not going to feel like everything's super happy, but you're going to be able to, you have to be willing to experience the ups and downs. And it's just going to be a true joy, because this free mode, its upsides and the downsides, they're going to teach you a lot of lessons about yourself. It's kind of like a monk mode, but you're just experiencing everything outside, and it teaches you new things about your life. You know what I mean? So this mode, you have to be fully present. I made this mistake. I wasn't fully present, and I was just struggling to enjoy things, or maybe even feeling pain because I wasn't really opened. And when you're giving your authentic gift, which is your second point that I'm going to talk about, is that you just show your true self. You give everything you have. Like, you're giving gifts. You're like being super, super generous with people. You're giving tips. You're going out, eating a lot of food with your friends, with your family. You're like spending a lot of money. You're giving away gifts, and you're just elevating people's experiences too. You're just elevating people's mood. You're making them happy. You're giving them great experiences. And sometimes in these situations, you may even, like, some bad things may happen. You may give them like a bad experiences, but you're in this free mode, total flow mode. You're giving everything you have, and you're sharing your pleasurable and painful experiences with other people, and you're going through life with its fullest, like you're experiencing every single detail. This is the mode that you want to be in. Like you don't want to be like you don't want to be thinking about your business, your career in this mode. You want to enjoy everything that life has to offer. And this, as I mentioned, was the experiencing everything, is that you have to be open. You have to be open, total openness and complete freedom. You have to be willing to go through the pain and the pleasure of the life, maybe giving you some challenges, testing you. But because you know you're giving everything, you know it's just ups and downs. There is inconsistencies in the world, and the world is not supposed to be this structure, this root, like this black and white type of thing. Like life is going to give you so many experiences and events that you're going to go through, and it's just going to reveal new things about you and the world and the woman. So when you're going to this mode, free mode, it's you have to be open with the world. You know, you can't be closed. You can be closed off, and you can be enjoying it, being like 50-50 on it, like just like the mistakes that I made. Okay, because there's been phases of this like free mode that I've been, and sometimes when I notice, I catch myself, I'm not being present. I'm not willing to be fully open. I'm not being really trying to be like experiencing everything at its max potential. You know what I mean? So these issues, I would say you have to be wary of, because ideally you want to be open. Ideally you want to be completely free and experience everything that life has to offer, and you're open. You're open to new things, okay? And the last point that I add, it says passionate with the world and woman. You show your love to the world and the woman to its fullest capacity, okay? You're not holding anything back. You give gifts, you give tips, and this kind of like relates to the other points that I made, but you're just willing to go through ups and downs and enjoy and experience life, okay? Another section of this book that it mentioned about the free mode, that it's in the book, it's not free mode, but it's pretty much like something similar you're gonna understand. So it says, if you're going to thrive with woman and world at all, better go all the way and ravish them from the depths of your true core, blooming them open with the wide gifts of your unrelenting heart. Otherwise, if you sheepishly penetrate them to gratify your own needs, your woman and the world will feel your lack of dedication, depth, and truth. Rather than yielding in love to your loving, they will distract you, suck your energy, and draw you into endless complications, so that your life and relationship become an almost constant search for release from constraint. You can be a renunciate and live alone, apart from woman and world, but if you choose a life of sexual and worldly intercourse, you will feel trapped by woman and world unless you're free in the midst of true fuck, yielding yourself into the giving, holding nothing back, dissolving all time in the open of love. Through thick and thin, this is the way of the superior man. This chapter is one of my favorite chapters, man. Like, there is so much bomb, like top tier elite information in this book, man. Like, this chapter really, like, I really resonate with this chapter a lot. And I'm telling you guys, I've experienced this, and nothing is worse than being in a relationship and not being able to give your true love, not being able to experiencing everything with your partner. You know what I mean? There's been times I've been in a relationship, like bro, it's like you, as I said before, you're half-hearted in the relationship. Your mind isn't with the business and the things that you're trying to do. You're not giving your true love to your partner. You know, you're like not fully present, and you're with her pretty much, especially me, with pleasure for personal gain. You weren't there to give your love, to give your gift. You were there to just use that event for your pleasure and your personal gain. And honestly, I learned a lot from this book, because it says, like, if you're not able to give your gift and your true authentic self to the world and the woman, what's the point? Might as well just stay in, like, do monk mode. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna go out, experience everything, go all out, experience and give your gift to its fullest potential. And when you're not giving your true love to the world and woman, it's like you feel a sense of incompleteness. You feel like there is more to give, and if you're not doing it, you just don't feel at your best. You feel like your masculine imperative is not being fulfilled, and you're like, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you're just confused, and you lack that total decisiveness to give your anything you have, your fullest energy and your love to the world. honestly. Like, I made this mistake so many times. Like, I don't want you to make it, okay? Like, I genuinely don't want you to make it. Make sure to pay attention to the notes and the points that I gave you, okay? The final part, it's up to you to decide, okay? You have a decision on your hand. Now you have to observe and analyze your life. Is it a period to go to a monk mode or free mode? If you think you still need to grow to a level that you want to have a lot of fun, and you think you're still not there, you want to learn new skills, you want to just become a new person, you have to go to monk mode. You have to totally pull yourself away from everything and become a new person. And when you become that new person, then you can go to that free mode and get the rewards for that. Then everyone's going to be fully into you. Everyone's going to be like fully, like very like kind of like interested in you to see who you are, because you've become a new person, you've gained new skills, new experiences, new knowledge, and you're going to be able to give your life, give your authentic gift to its max potential. You're going to be truly passionate, because when you're in this 50-50 mode in between the monk mode and the free mode, you're not able to give your maximize your true giving and gifts. Like, I've been in this mode, I would say quite a lot recently, like this 50-50 mode that you're trying to be monk mode but also be in the free mode. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I would genuinely say pick one mode, stick to it for like 3 to 6 months, maybe even 12 months, depending on the phase of your life you're in. And then you can maybe decide to switch maybe to back to monk mode or back to free mode. I genuinely wish you the best. I want you to be decisive. Make sure to make the decision. Either go to monk mode or go to free mode. It's your choice. Analyze your life and decide. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot from this video. I want you to learn from my mistakes. Do not repeat my mistakes. This video is for you. If you want to live like the superior man, learn from this video. Apply the information in this video, and I want you to grow and comment the phase of your life that you're at. Are you in monk mode or free mode? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.